Yeah.
Everyone, good morning, Khenpo.
Good morning.
Hello to everyone online as well. Welcome to KPC. This morning we had good fortune to have Khenpo here with us, giving us a teaching on.
On.
He'll tell us.
Yeah.
So after he's completed the teaching, there'll be time hopefully for some Q&A. And also we close each morning with a short Chenrezig practice that we recite the mantra. And then, I'll make a few more announcements and we'll have refreshments if you'd like to stay afterwards. Okay?
Yeah. Sanje judon so jin jonon la chunju padu danin jazan jin dagi jin so jibe so nan jin dola penye sanje no ba sho sanje chido so chunju padu danin jazan jin dagi jin so jibe so nan jin dola penye sanje no ba sho sanje chido so ji chonan la chunju padu danin jazan dagi jin so jibe so nan jin dola penye sanje no ba sho sanje tan ji dewa dan jibe judan den ba juji donga da donga ji judan ro juji donga me be dewa dan ba dan me ro nirin jada ni dan tawe donim jembo la ne ba juji sanje tan ji dewa dan dewe judan den ba ju donga da donga ji judan ro juji donga me be dewa dan ba dan me ro juji nirin jada ni dan tawe donim jembo la ne ba juji sanje tan ji dewa dan dewe judan 동화도 동화 주주던 저 주주 동화 내게 내가 담보던 저 주주 년이 저도 니던 저 도념 첨보라 내가 주지 강기 땡진 저 원중가 밤에 봐 제매 봐 제밤에 봐 밤에 봐 원에 봐 로면 봐 다대 되면 된지민 주번이 시시된 봐 조배 상제 만남지 담보 될라 상자로 가지 주진 벤첸범마 사요 시버존 추된지 님베덴바 벨라 다다와 베만노베 샬라 소완데스 La so good morning. What is the topic? Actually, today I choose just talking about a little bit why this month is so important. Yeah, accordingly, Vinaya tradition, we can say like that, okay? Because astrology, Tibetan astrology, there's a few different way, okay? But in generally, the Vinaya tradition, so this month is the one of the important to those who believe in Buddha, okay? Those who are following, Buddhism. They call actually Visakha month, is it? Or Tibetan we call Sagadawa, okay? There's two different way how to recognize which month is the Sagadawa, is it? Some astrology, they count month start from what we call the first day of the month to throughout till the 30 days, okay? Then Vinaya tradition is a different, actually different way how they recognize, which is the day one, which is the, in Vinaya tradition, there's no actually 30 days, okay? They just counted like 1 to 5, 1 to 15, 16 to 30, like that, okay? Then it says Yango Mango, which means, I don't know, Ya, beginning of a month, of course, but they never count like a 16, 17 like that. Okay? Yeah, they like, each month we have two sides, One is what we call.
Is it the waxing moon and the waning
Yeah,
moon?
white side and a black side, like that. So in Vinaya tradition, just counted white side from 1 to 15, black side 1 to 15, which is 30 days each month, okay? So this is the, I think today is the 17th. Accordingly, just a general astrology, they counted like today is the, in the Tibetan calendar, okay, 17, the third month, okay, third month of 17th. So, but Vinaya, according to Vinaya, as today is actually the second day of Visakha, okay. So this is a different, recognize how to they recognize the month. So Visakha, so from, what is the date today? May 3rd? Okay, May 3rd to maybe until May 30, something like that, okay? So this whole month is, they call actually Visakha month or Sakadawa, okay? So it's a necessary, to understand the reason why the, Buddha appeared in this world, we can say like that, okay? The ones that is understood, then we will be able to realize that all the riches deeds he performed throughout his life, So where meaningful and possessed specific purpose and justification. So therefore, this month is the fourth, actually lunar month is traditionally regarded as the great festival of Visakha, a month. So within this, 1 month, okay, so there's a two different way we, how to say, recognize. So this month is so important, those who believe in Buddha. One is, this month is, three major, miracle like that, okay, happen, three special occasion, we can say like that way. Some, they counted like three happened, in this month, three Karze, festival occasion, and some believe in this month happened five different, happened in his life, Buddha's, okay. So according to tradition of the three occasions, like the Buddha's birth, actually, okay, in this month, I think it's the seventh, Visakha month, okay, day 7. So he born actually in a Lumbini, is it? Yeah, at the ancient time, the Lumbini belongs to India. But these days, the Lumbini is under the Nepal government. So there's lots of debate, Some Indians says, Buddha is born in India. So some Nepali says Buddha is born in Nepali. So Buddha is Nepali. Some Indian says Buddha is Indian. So which one is the, correct one? Yeah, we don't know, you know. Buddha is everywhere. Just kidding, yeah. But so in the ancient time, I think Nepal is maybe not separate from India. So reason of that, all the prayers are mentioned, you know, Buddha born in India. Yeah, but these days are different, you know. So I think we can say both, you know. Yeah, accordingly today's world, we can say Buddha is Nepali. He born in Nepal, you know. Yeah, so this month is actually Buddha was born, and then also he attained enlightenment, and also he passed away, passing into parinirvana. So these three are the happened in this month. Okay, so then also and this month he subjugation, the controlled subjugation of the all maras, you know. That one is, we can say, one fourth one. And then and Buddha was also, he decided to come to in this world. Before that he have to enter the mother's womb. Without mother's womb, if you're born like there's a 4 different way the sentient beings are born into the different realms, you know. So one is born from the womb. If you are born from the womb, then you have to enter to mother's womb, you know. Without entering mother's womb, you cannot born in this world. Except if you are, you know, Guru Rinpoche, that is a different story. Yeah. So those are the 5, happened actually in this month. That's just why we call Visak month is so important to all of, those who believe in a Buddha, okay, and also those who are following the Buddha's teaching. Is it? Yeah. Not only, he is a princess, you know. The Buddha was actually founder of non-violence. Is it? Those who really seeking happiness, then I think they love to, accumulate merit this kind of month, you know. So of course, you know, as a practitioner or as a Buddhism follower, every day is actually so important, you know. Every day is, you know, we have to think about, you know, for the kasa, not by individual, thinking just by yourself, you know. It's in Tibet, Buddhism teachings are saying if you are thinking by yourself, then that is, you know, very selfish person. So we have to, you know, think not only you and all the living beings to have, you know, happiness. That is more important, you know. So, but some sutra, you know, some sutra and some tantra saying some specific, time and date and month is so important, okay? Because those specific time and date is something happened, Some are related with the Buddha, some are related by your own masters, some related to those, scholar, the great masters, So those day and time, if we can do a little bit, we can contribute some Karze Dharma or other things, then that merit will become a multiple like that. So that's just the reason, some months, some time is so important. But yeah, so we have to also, following according those astrology and Vinaya traditions, okay? So this festival of Buddha entering to, or what? Entering the womb, mother's womb. Yeah, mother Mahadevi, Mahadevi, we call Mahadevi. Jumalanze. In the Tibetan word, Jumalanze. Okay? Mahadevi in the Sanskrit word, actually. Buddha Shakyamuni, actually. Before that, he actually stayed or resided in Tushita, we call, okay? The heaven, 33 heaven, one of them 33 heavens, okay? Tushita, in the Sanskrit word, they call actually Tushita, heaven, as the holy divine princess, actually, Laipo Tambatokabo, in the Tibetan words. At that time, he was named actually Laipo Tambatokabo, which is, Swati Kitu, in a Sanskrit word, okay? He was actually named at that time. So, well, he reminded that they're actually not just a reminding, and not just a staying for happy, because having fun in a Tushita. He's actually turning the Dharma well in heaven, or those who seeking the happiness, those gods, okay? So then he recalled actually former purpose of the Buddha Dipamkara Sanje Mamenze, okay? Sanje Mamenze, actually he proposed this Buddha Shakyamuni one, in the future you will become a Buddha, okay? So that time is actually, arrived. So then he decided to, how to say, intending to discipline the human and being of the four continents through the Dharma. So then he pointed the Buddha Maitreya, but we don't call the Buddha Maitreya. That at this time also, he's actually manifested kind of the 10th Bhumi Bodhisattva. Okay, so Buddha, the Maitreya Bodhisattva, as his regent, okay? So then, he resolved to be born in the southern continent of what we call Zambuling, which is the southern part of Mount Meru, which is, we are located actually this world, what we are saying. We are in the world, So that world is actually southern part of the Mount Meru. Lon Zambuling. Tibetan words actually we call Lon Zambuling. Okay, so we are in the southern part of Mount Meru. Okay. Yeah, accordingly, this is actually according to Abhidharma teaching, okay? But scientists are different. have a different story. Okay, so which one is correct one? We don't know yet, because the Abhidharma saying the like kind of this world, like Mount Meru, okay, is the world is actually staying always same direction, okay. Then moon and sun is going round to the Mount Meru, but scientists are saying the world is moving, not the sun and moon, is it? So this is a different way how the explanations, in the Buddhism and the scientist. But both that believe there is Mount Meru. Is it? I don't know. Scientists are saying that there's Mount Meru. Maybe. Okay. Yeah. So this is accordingly Abhidharma teaching. Okay. So that's why we believe, we are always offering things like, like this, we are doing, this middle one is actually represent kind of Mount Meru. Then southern, eastern, western, and the northern part, So like that. Okay? Okay, Lon Zambuling. In Tibetan, we call Lon Zambuling. Okay? So then, at that, maybe it's in these days we can call Lumbini. It's near to actually Lumbini, okay? The Buddha's family is located at that time, which is, so his father's name is Sudadana in a Sanskrit word, and his mother is Mahadevi, which is Yum Jumalanze. Mahadevi. Maha is a great, Devi is actually Kasa. Goddess is a female god. Goddess, okay, Mahadevi. Yeah. So after conducting the 5 visions regarding the world, so he have to see those 5, he choose actually which I want to go, which place, which family, which caste. Okay, one is that actually caste. The Buddha's caste is a Shakya, actually. That's why Buddha Shakya is actually name of caste. Okay, yeah. At that time, because in the India, they have a lot of discriminating about on caste. Okay, so the Shakya caste is one of the highest, caste in an ancient time. So that's why he chose this Shakya caste. Even though Buddha said those who are following me, Karze, don't worry about caste or male and female and in between. Okay. So whoever Kasa have that's so the motivation, or whoever have a faith in the Dharma, those can practice. There's no discriminating about the caste and the family and location and the time. Then who also choose the woman capable who can carry him, because in his story are saying Buddha actually stayed in the womb, mother's womb, almost 10 months. Okay, so this is actually why we are saying Buddha actually already, when he was in the mother's womb, for 10 months. Each month he accomplished each path. Oh no, each bhumi. Okay, so there is a 10 bhumi. So when he come out from womb, then he just have only left a few steps to attain the Buddhahood. Okay, so that's just the one reason Buddha decided stay 10 months in mother's womb. Okay, so anyway, so he descended from Tushita, yeah, Sunjutasum, Tibetan we call Sunjutasum, okay? So at that time, manifesting in the form of the white elephant with the 6 tusks, Chewa. So he entered the womb of goddess Mahadevi on the 15th day of the 4th month, which is Visakha month, okay, in the earth ship year, okay. Subsequently, on the 7th day of the Visakha month, in the Aaron monkey year, he was actually born in the grove of Lumbini, which is right now belongs to Nepal, okay. So according to the tradition of the there's one sutra in a Sanskrit word, Lalita Visatara Sutra, which is in the Tibetan we call Ndo Jachin Roba, as one of the name of sutra, okay? Yeah, according to that sutra, in the year 962 BC, okay? And then the female earth ship year on the 15th, 15 lunar, not lunar, what we call the month of Visakha, sorry, okay? So, well, his mother, actually, Queen Mahadevi, was actually residing within the royal place in the city of, Kapila Vastu, actually, we call sometimes Kapila or sometimes Kapil Vastu. Okay, so he descended from the expanse of the sky, and he actually consecrated her womb as a celestial place. Yeah. Okay. So untainted by the defect of circlic existence and enjoyment of the son of the conqueror. Then during his stay within the womb, he reminded the teaching, the doctrine of complete purification of the four modes of birth, which is birth, womb birth, egg birth, is it? And then one is miracle birth. And then third one is heat and cold. We can say like that. No, heat and wet. These are the 4 different born, or all living beings. Some are born from womb. Some are born from egg. Yeah. Egg should be actually, we talk about egg born, is actually that is born 2 times actually. Is it? Yeah. When the egg born from her mother's womb is still in the egg, you know. Then after some times, then the beings will come out from egg. So egg borns actually 2 times. So all these teachings are actually purification for those different, born, you know. Okay. So tantric, there's 4 sections of tantric. Okay, 4 different, sections. So also for purification for different birth actually. Okay. So then also that is actually entering to the mother's womb. I mean, okay. Then second one is Kutambinzeba, which is the festival of birth. Okay, when it was time for the Buddha to be born, the mother Mahadevi actually went to a perfect location of the Lumbini Grove. Okay, Lumbini Tsa. At that time, maybe there is a huge garden, maybe. So it's named actually Garden of Lumbini. Yeah. So then she went to there, and beside, and she hold or stayed beside a Ashoka tree. Okay. So then Buddha was actually born from the mother's right side. Okay. So we in the history of Buddhas born from mothers actually from here. What do we call that? Chenrezig. What do we call? This side. I don't know. Tibetan we call Chenrezig. So it's a different story, Yeah. So he born from actually mother's right side from here. Okay. Without actually pain and injury. So then at that time, the god Indra, okay, who actually bathed the Buddha's body. And then also god Brahma, it's Tangba, the four-faced one, the worldly god, okay, who actually offered a robe, white silk robe. Okay, then celestial being in the sky then performed a magnificent acts of kind of invite Buddha to this world. Is it? Okay. So then immediately upon the birth of Buddha, he took 7 steps in each of the 4 directions to signify his certainty regarding the path of 4 immeasurable actually. Okay. Yeah, not only did the 7 lotus flowers blossom from actually each footprint. So that's a reason. So many, Buddhism, I mean, especially Buddha's festival, they prepare those lotus, This is one of the represent, when he was born at the time, he just, stepped 7 times each direction. So it or 7 lotus blossoms, Yeah. So, but multitude of floral spaces also blown naturally within the Lumbini Grove, Lumbini, okay, to the left and the right of the city of Kapilvastu, Bodhi trees. Also, 500 actually pleasure gardens, and then also 500 great treasures emerged, along with those virtuous, auspicious omens. All of these actually, his royal father's objective were effortless, fulfilled. So that's reason they decided, that Buddha, when he was a, child, then the family give it name, the Tenkunju, which means accomplished without put effort. So Jabu, which means prince. Jabu is a prince. Tenkunju is like that, okay? Yeah. In the Sanskrit word, Siddhartha. Yeah. Sit is actually accomplish. Okay. Data is kind of fulfill, effortless. Okay, so that is the Kutamben Zepa, which is festival of birth. Then Dutubi Tuchen, which means the festival of subduing Maras. Okay, so then when the Buddha, Siddhartha, reached the age of the, I think, 35, when he became a monk, age of 29, he ran away from his palace and decided to become a monk. Then he went to the near to actually Bodh Gaya. There's one place which is we call Neronjana. Okay, so at that place he actually sat it for 6 years for meditation. 6 years. Yeah, without, I think for it's a come later. I think first 2 years he eat a little bit, this much actually each day, and then second 2 years he just refused eating, just drink just a drop of water each day. Then the third 2 years he refused to eat and drink, all. So then so he did 6 years meditation. So then after that, when the time come to attain Buddhahood, okay, so this is the subduing Mara, which is the day before he attained Buddhahood, or we can say day before night, maybe, yeah. Okay, so Princess Siddhartha reached the age of 35 on the 15th day of the month of Visakha. So he prepared to attend Buddhahood. Then he sat at Bodh Gaya under the Bodhi tree. Okay. So during the evening, in order to conquer the host of Maras of the aggregate, Maras of the Mara of the destructive emotion, okay, the Mara of the death, and Mara of the son of the god, which is Lai Pi Du. In Tibetan we call, those are the actually 4 Maras, okay. So he entered into the state of meditative stabilization, in Sanskrit word samadhi, and the light of his concentrations permitted this interworld system. At that time, the demon Kama Deva, which is actually Garab Wangchu, I don't know, Tibetan words actually we call Garab Wangchu, one of the, powerful demon, we can say like that way, okay, who actually started to distort Buddha, okay, and he don't want Buddha become attend Buddhahood actually. So he did many things. So he manifested so many different, women, so many wrathful demons, and came to attack Buddha. So Buddha's, power of his samadhi, or power of his loving kindness and compassion. So those, demons actually, he controlled or what? We can say like that. I don't know. Okay, Kama Deva also attempted to create obstacles to prevent the Buddha from reaching complete and perfect enlightenment. He manifested many celestial maidens of exquisite and captivating form to distract him, yet they were unable to hinder the Buddha. He emanated a multitude of terrifying, fierce, and wrathful beings who attacked with vicious weapons. So however, though the transformative power of the Buddha, samadhi, of loving kindness, the ring of weapons was turned into the shower of the flowers actually, and attempted to obstruct him failed. So then, yeah, that is actually subding Mara, okay, at the day before of night. So he subdued all the Maras. Then, after, I think, Sela de Torang, which means the day, which we can say according to Vinaya tradition, we can say the 15th day of Visakha month, in the early morning around like between 4 to 5, okay? So he decided to become a fully awakened or to become a Buddhahood, I mean, okay? So this is the fourth one, the festival of, complete enlightenment, okay? Then starting from the age of, here saying the 29, the Buddha, Siddhartha, that's who actually practiced on the beside of the Chulung Neronjana, which we call Neronjana River. Okay, that is Chulung Neronjana. So normally in that prayer, Neronjani Ramdo Lotu do Kawashin, Dundun Tanshin, something Choni Zela Shansolo, which is actually composed by Nagarjuna. Okay, he actually prized the 12 greatest Buddha's deeds. So each deeds he prized, the 4 lines. So one of that line, it's saying, near to Chilung Neronjana River, the Buddha did 6 years. Okay, during the first 2 years, he consumed only the single grain of rice each day. Then during the next 2 years, he took only a single drop of water each day. Then final 2 years, he consumed nothing. So then when time nearly, okay, time to come to attend Buddhahood, okay, then he, there's one, from the sky, actually, there's a, appeared or come a sound, actually. It's a time to become a Buddhahood, okay. So the place where precious, at that time, Buddha just like, Bodhisattva. So we don't call at that time, the Siddhartha is a Buddha. He is a kind of, Bodhisattva. Okay, so Bodhisattva attained unsurpassed, manifest and complete enlightenment. It's called actually Vajrasana, which is the location of where he attained Buddhahood. In the Tibetan, we call Dojiden, Bodh Gaya. These days, people are calling Bodh Gaya. Bodh Gaya is actually the village name, not the actually the stupa name, Stupa name is actually Dojiden, which is Vajrasana. Sana is actually stupa. Then Dorje is Vajra, Okay? So Vajrasana, which is Dorje, these days people are called, Bodh Gaya. Is it? Yeah, Bodh Gaya. So located across this river, actually, not so far, actually, okay? Just, what we call walking distance, you can say. But before, in the ancient time or when the Buddha time, it's difficult to cross the river. So maybe it take time to cross or to reach the Vajrasana, you know. So on the way, yeah, he took a grass from the, what we call that name of a seller of grass, Zakusha. Yeah, we call Zakusha is actually name of a grass, okay? So that seller of Karze, the grass, which is name of Zatung Tashi. We call Tashi. Tashi is a kind of omen, auspicious, good fortune, okay? So then after that, so he bring those grass. I don't know which, not just a grass, I mean kusha. I mean, I don't know in the Sanskrit word, maybe it's, maybe Sanskrit word, is it? Zakusha. But in the Tibetan also we say kusha, zakusha. Yeah, the name of grass. Actually, kusha is actually happiness, okay? Kusha or kushi or the same meaning. Yeah, same, maybe same. Yeah. So he took actually kusha grass from the grass seller, name of actually swastika, which is, you know, Tsatsong Tashi, swastika. So he sprayed the grass at the foot of the Bodhi tree and sat down in the Vajra posture, making this from the resolve through, yeah, though he said, you know, he promised, he make a promise, commitment or what? Yeah, or promise. So he, though my body may wither away on this seat, though my skin and heaps of bones may disintegrate until I attain the enlightenment. So difficult to find, even in many eons, I shall not move my body from this position or this posture. So he made actually a promise or commitment, okay? So at the age of the 35, on the evening of the 15th day of the month of Visakha, then Bodhisattvas actually subdued all the maras. At the end of the midnight, he entered the meditative absorptions, okay, samadhi of the fourth dhyana, okay, because the meditation, sometimes we call meditation or concentration or things, and there's many different concentration or, you know, samadhi, okay. So this one is the fourth samadhi, okay, fourth meditation. Then he developed the actually supernormal cognitive power of divine I. Yeah, and exhaustion of corruptions. It's saying like that. Okay, so he fully realized the four truths: the truth of suffering, the truth of origin, the truth of cessation, and truth of the path. Then he attained actually complete enlightenment. Okay. So then the fifth one is the festival of Buddha's, I mean, parinirvana. Okay. So when the Buddha was age of some, there's two different stories. Okay. So this one is, I just mentioned just only one, okay? 78, okay? When Buddha was age of 78, he intended to pass into parinirvana. However, as the Brahmin, okay, Sukhasiddhi and Tsunda, there's two Brahmins, and came to see Buddha, and they actually requested to Buddha, don't Karze. Don't pass away, okay? So then they actually discussed the other things, many other things. Then after that, Buddha actually, Karze, remind 3 more years. Some story are saying when the Buddha was the age of 70 and 9 months, then these two, came to request it to Buddha, don't pass away, don't go into the parinirvana. Then Buddha decided 3 more months, decided, to stay. Okay, that's just, some are say 3 months, some are say 3 years. That's just the only different, okay? So other things are same, okay? So Brahmi, Sukhasiddhi and Chunda both requested him to remain. He promised to stay for 3 more years. Finally, at the age of the 81, on the 15th day of the month of Visakha, so he passed into peace or into parinirvana, we can say, okay, in the located city of Kushinagar. Kushinagar, okay, is in actually UP. UP is northern Indian. It's we can say Kushinagar is near to the Buddha. The place he teach the 4 truth first time after he enlightenment as a Saranath or Varanasi. Yeah, from Varanasi to the Kushinagar, actually, they said 250 something kilometers distance, okay? Yeah. Then on the full moon, the 15th day of the month of Visakha in the Aeron Dragon year, when the Buddha himself was, 81 years old, he entrusted his fourfold assembly of followers, which is actually Upasaka, Upasaka is a Pratimoksh vows, individual liberation vows actually. Upasaka is actually one of the name of vows, okay? There's 2, one is male Upasaka and one is female Upasaka. This is the 2. And then fully ordained, which is one is bhikshu, one is bhikshuni. So these are the 4 main we call actually Buddha's Sangha. Okay, some are lay people, we can say. Some are ordained, so to call Sangha. Okay, so Upasaka and fully ordained. Then so there's one Mahakashyapa. So who actually Mahakashyapa. Neten Wesung Chenpo. Okay, Neten Wesung Chenpo. The great Mahakashyapa Wesung. You know the Wesung? After Buddha passed away, Buddha actually appointed kind of as his regent, one of his disciple, which is actually we call name of the, Wesung Chenpo. Tibetan we call Wesung Chenpo. Okay, then in the Sanskrit the word they call actually Mahakashyapa, who is actually become a master like a Buddha himself. Okay, so then Buddha removed his upper robe and said to all those disciples, his students, okay, look upon the body of he himself at that time. himself accept Tathagat, which means Sangye, or fully awakened person. Okay? So to be a hold a Tathagat is really a rare, he said like that, you know. Like Udamvara tree, which is a tree, it's very rare to, appear in this world. So when the Buddha born, that tree come. When the Buddha, turning the Dharma or teaching the Dharma at that time, these trees appear. Yeah, other than that, yeah, so it's a call actually, they call in the Udumvara tree. So Buddha is like Udumvara tree. It's very rare. Okay? So then all his disciple or students, being silent actually at that time, at that moment. And then all conditioned things are subject to destructions, having offered those final words on the necessity of renunciation to inspire actually lazy disciples. He said, actually, in the Nagarjuna prize to Buddha, in that prayers, it's saying why Buddha is passing into the parinirvana for those lazy people. Yeah, I don't know if it's true or not, but of course, when we think about Buddha is already fully awakened or fully in enlightenment. So after all he actually bestowed all the qualities, still he cannot escape from the death, So it's kind of teaching, showing us, nobody actually escape from the death actually. So someone who understand that, then they will actually a little bit wake up, Yeah. So sometimes they call what we call wake up from the deep of ignorance. Something like that. It's a kind of message, to us to wake up, don't, how to say, be lazy. So it's also saying that lazy disciples towards Dharma. He then demonstrated the manner of a passing complete into parinirvana. So Kushinaga, that one is. Yeah, in this way, actually, whatever the Buddha completed is regarded as the significant and precious. Okay, this is not because he was actually a man of a great importance or power or high status. It is because the work of his life, was, dedicated not to a single individual person, but to all sentient beings. What do we call that? Sacrifice, what he did, sacrifice is, I think, not a normal person can do, because after all, he has everything at the time, because he's born in a royal family. Yeah, but he's not actually satisfied with those things. So then he decided to, go, after sin, actually, not just he decided, after sin, death, suffering, old age suffering, birth suffering, then sickness or sick suffering, all those he's seen around when he went. Sometimes he went to go to around the palace to go, what we call that, see around, sightseeing, we can say like that, okay? So then sometimes he saw old age suffering, sometimes he saw like that. So then he decided, all the sentient beings are, facing this kind of suffering. So then he decided he wants to, give a way how to escape from this suffering, not just a one person, all the living being. So then, he thought maybe, before he need to find a way, otherwise he cannot show to other persons, So then he searched. So he decide, he finds some other teachers too, but he never satisfied. So then he went to Neronjana river. So he decided himself to do meditation. Okay. So that's just the way we call Buddha is natural, fully ordained, natural bhikshu. Rangjung, Tibetan we call Rangjung, which is natural, okay? Because he has that kind of capability, okay? So this is the way, and then, and particularly because he, like I said, penetrate the system of one of the founder of the the non-violence, whether one call it a part of non-violence or the Dharma. The meaning is ultimately the same. Actually, it's a true essence in guarding one's own body, speech, mind. That non-violence, which means you are guarding, guard or what? Guarding, protect. I mean, you protect, yourself from harms, is it? Those who really, love to act non-violence, the main, you're protecting yourself from harm, is it? Yeah. So non-violence is a Tibetan we call actually, shide, which means peace or happiness. Okay, once we can protect from harms, then we are already there actually, is it? Yeah, but there's two different, Karze, obstacles kind of, one is outer obstacles, one is inner obstacles. The outer obstacles are easy to Karze, control or identify, or we can actually tame, But inner obstacles are a little bit difficult to tame inner obstacles. Then we have to understood, the meaning of the truth or meaning of the Dharma actually. Is it? After that, then we can, control the inner obstacles, those affliction emotions. Actually, affliction emotions are the inner obstacle. Yeah. So to, control all these inner obstacles, then we have to, recognize what is the truth. That's why, Buddha teach, for truth. Yeah. People can understand, what is the truth of suffering, what is the truth of the, the Karze, origin. So then, we can control. Otherwise, it's difficult to control all those, obstacles. First, we need to recognize, what is the obstacles, Without, recognize obstacles, then we cannot find a way how to escape from that. So this is the reason Buddha teach all the different, vehicles, accordingly our own capacity. Some people has more capacity, some people has less capacity. So according to that, then Buddha also teach, like that way. That's the reason there's many, Buddha's, Kasa teachings we will find, or Kasa we found. Yeah. So reason, and accordingly, the person, the capacity, okay? So that is the reason, okay? So in generally, actually, yeah. So definition of non-violence, ahimsa, is this really, how to say, Sanskrit word that's so nice, ahimsa. Yeah, non-violence actually refers being free from the both external and internal kasa forms of harm. It has been said actually non-violence is the absence of harm from sources such as thieves, snakes. It's easy to recognize those things, but inner obstacle which is so difficult to tame inner kasa, those obstacles is more difficult than the any other thing. Is it? Yeah, that's the reason. The one of the master, I forgot, Jasinguchu Tome, okay, he said actually, yeah, someone who can tame inner those enemies, then you don't need to try to tame outer enemies. Yeah, so first it's inner obstacles we have to try to tame all those, then it's easy other things. Yeah, so then he explained what is the inner obstacle. Then he showed those three poisons, one is attachment, one is shedan is kind of hatred or jealousies, kind of like that. Then is ignorance. These three are the main, because the obstacle, main enemy. Yeah. So then, yeah, we are also, every day trying to, do some practice, do some prayers, do some Dharma. It's all for, tame all these three poisons, Yeah, so that's a reason. So it's so important to kasa before whatever we do is carry a positive thought. Okay, that's what I call motivation or motivate or generating bodhicitta, which is actually so important. Okay, so bodhicitta in kasa applying with actually full immeasurable. Okay, bodhicitta apply with love, kindness, and compassion, joyful, then equanimity. These four actually so important. So normally we do Semchen, Tamje, Dewadan, Devi, Judan, Demba, Chuchik, which is actually, yeah, bodhicitta. You are applying bodhicitta with love, kindness. Then Dunghada, Dunghaji, Judan, Tawa, Chuchi, which means is applying with compassion. Okay, then Dewa Tambada Mindrawa Chuchi, which means you are bodhicitta applying with joyful. Any nirin chadani that tonyam tsemepala never chuchi, which means applying with the equanimity. These are the four actually main how to we apply bodhicitta. Okay, So whatever we do with Karze, those kind of thoughts or those kind of mind, So then everything should come smoothly. We can say peaceful. Peaceful is just, so important. First, bring yourself, in your mind, peace. So after that, then you can, bring to others. If your mind is disturbed with 3 poisons, then you will never be in peace or you will never be in happiness. So then how come we can bring to, happiness to society? First, individual, it's important to be in happiness or to be in peace. Is it? Yeah, that's why. And there's so many Karze masters are saying, first we need ourselves build up the capability to Karze, all those positive, thoughts or positive things which we can create in the society. So first, we need ourselves. Be sure, are you, Karze, have those kind of quality within yourself? Then you can create something to the society. So that means first we need ourselves to be strong. If you're weak, then you cannot, Karze, contribute to the society. Of course, you can do a small contribute, but that's not enough, Yeah. Okay. So it's important, first ourselves, be in patience, be in happy or peace, then we can create something in the society. Okay, so this actually 5 are the main happening in this month actually, okay? So all those related with the Buddha's, his activities during his time. Okay, so that's the reason this month is, Visakha month is so important to all of us. So that's why, you can see these days in the Karze social media, so many happening everywhere. So you can see Visakha Day, like that. So then there's some are going, Karze temples and offering those flowers, waters, kind of like that. So it's a good for, contribute, or it's a good for the Karze accumulate merit. Okay. Yeah. That's it. Today's topic. Yeah. Is there any question? Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
You said Shakyamuni Buddha came in the Shakya
Uh.
caste. Is there such a caste that exists today called Shakya? There is? Is that higher? Was that the highest, or is there Brahmin? What are the different castes in
The different from the Brahmi.
Brahmin is higher or lower than Shakya?
It's accordingly to them. Some are say Shaja is the highest caste. Some are say Brahmi is the highest caste. So we don't know which kasa. Jari, Jiri, Mangri, Tramsiris. The Shaja caste is the kind of a royal family caste, something like that. Because in the ancient time, there's a four major caste. Okay, one is a royal family, Shaja. One is Jari, J, which means kind of Tamse.
Priestly.
No, Jeri, which means I don't know, the kind of minister.
Like priestly.
Yeah, kind of like that. Okay. Then Brahmi. Okay. Then the lower caste. In the Tibetan, we call Mangri. Is the lower caste. So there's the four major caste in the ancient time in India. Okay. So the Mangri is lower caste. I think they don't have any, conflict within those other three. All the threes are, each of them says, they are the best. So which one is we don't know. Yeah.
Second question, I know you requested that we have the Nyumne retreat during this month. Can you say more about why Nyumne fasting retreat during Saradawa?
I choose, this practice is how to say practice in this month is the more benefit, because so what I mentioned before, some sutra and the tantra saying specific day is important day, because on that day, if we do something as small things, it's become a multiple. Yeah, if you do good things, Karze, you are accumulating merit multiple. If you are doing bad things, then it's the same way, So Nyune is one of, of course, not just, bhikshus, okay? But in generally, okay, not just those following Buddhism, okay? The non-Buddhism, also it's benefit if we are not thinking accordingly Dharma. If we are thinking in worldly, so our body, actually, if your body put always, lots of things, junk food or any other things, you are not Karze, what we call that in scientist system. Digest. If your body is not digest well, then something bad happen, in your body, So this Nyune is actually, we are avoiding eating and drinking. Okay, it's good for our health. Actually, I'm only thinking the worldly way. Okay, not thinking the Dharma way. Okay, Dharma way, of course, there's always benefit. That's why Buddha always, if those who are, fully ordained, so they cannot eat, after the noon. So till tomorrow morning, So if you are not eating in the evening, I think you feel well. Your body is more, comfortable. And also, you can wake up early morning. Wake up early morning, you can do lot of things, Yeah, feel fresh in the morning. And you can, how to say, um, fresh air. Yeah. Yeah, there's actually many benefit, Then also during the new night time, we are not, stop speaking. Speaking is our mouth actually, it's always, of course, if you are really good practitioner, then it's okay. Normally for us ordinary people, when we speak, those speakings are, we can investigate, those speakings are related with the Dharma or related with politics or related with kind of meaningless, what do we call that? Gossip, So most of the time our speak is gossip or politicians or things like that, So during the Nyune, so we can stop all this, so your mouth can. Of course, then it's important to mind or overthinking. So all the verbs, all the actions actually came from your thought, So we are, not just avoiding eating and drinking. Also, we are, the controlling over 3 doors actually from the nonsense things or from the harm things. So during the new night time, So it's a benefit, either Dharma way or either worldly way, both way. So that's the reason, the last year when we did that in November, yeah. So this time we in this month Visakha Day, okay. So it's a benefit. Oh yeah. So who who interest in the Nyune fasting retreat? Yeah, welcome.
Khenpo, if someone can't go to the retreat, how profound is the blessing of supporting someone who can go to retreat?
Who can go?
Like if you can, look, if someone can't go, but they could provide support to
Oh, yeah.
who can go, how profound is that blessing? That supports.
Of course, there's many sutras saying actually in this 7 branches of prayer, Jesu Yurong, in that saying, Shantawa is prostration, Cheba is offering, Shantawa and Cheba, Shakwa is confession, and then Shantawa and Cheji Shakwa, Jesu Yurong, which means
Rejoicing in the merit of others.
yeah, rejoicing of others' merit. So if you are, cannot come to retreat or attend a retreat, but you can support them offering things like eating, drinks, whatever you have actually. Cheba is offering, the second one is Cheba. So these 2 you can do, okay? One is rejoicing and one is offering. Offering is not just our offering, it is one of the prajaparamita, a generosity, generosity. Yeah. So through that you can contribute something to, okay? Yeah. So that's why, I think, most of the Tibetan monastery depend on, sponsors. Yeah. Without the sponsors, then those bhikshu and bhikshunis have to do business, The doing business is actually against the Dharma. Yeah. Because they said one of master, if you are businessman, then you have to, because the customers, with customers, you have to lie. Yeah, if you say, this is, if, we sell $1, then what do we call that? The bargain, yeah, making a bargain, Then the owner, so saying, oh, I paid, 95 cents. He paid only 50 cents, but the owner says, I paid 95. So he's lying. So yeah, with doing business without lying, so no profit. Because business means you are targeting something profit, Yeah. So, yeah, monks cannot, how to say, do business, So all the monasteries and monks are actually depend on a supporter, those, who can sponsor things, foods and robes and, yeah. So it's sometimes, some monasteries are difficult. I mean, because to build monasteries, not so difficult, okay? But running continuously, the year to year, year by year is not easy work or not easy job, Yeah. So build is, I think, a little bit easy than running continuously. So yeah, so to find a big sponsors is not easy, especially these days. Yeah. So like that, okay? So then said Buddha. When the Buddha time, actually, those sponsors always offering foods and other things, Then Buddha always mentioned actually those, because of his disciples, okay? To appreciate whatever those sponsors offer to us. Accept that, okay? We cannot actually demand. So that's why some questions come out, So the Buddhist monks are eating meat. This is, come up, everywhere. I mean, some people may be thinking, oh, you are Buddhist, then you will not eat kind of meat like that way. So then Buddha, said like that, you cannot actually demand, I want this, I want that. Whatever those sponsors offer to you, you have to accept and appreciate that. If you can do that, then all the merit actually, receive both sponsors and yourself. So that's the reason, offering is also very important, and rejoicing others' merit is so important. Yeah. Okay? Yeah. Yeah, then we can do.
in the northwest.
Country of Odiana, born in the plum heart of lotus, endowed with
full of marvelous spiritual attainments. You are renowned as the lotus of many kings.
following your footsteps. I pray to you, please comfort and grant your blessings.
Guru Pema Siddhi
Maha Guru Pema Siddhi Home. Your thousand arms and thousand universe monarchs, your thousand eyes, thousand Buddhas, this fortunate age, you who teach each and every one of us according to our needs, Lord Abadagirishwaraya, to you I pay homage. Om Mani Padme Hum Shri, Om Mani Padme. Om Mani Padme, 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 Om Mani Padme. Om Mani Padme. Om Mani Padme Hum Shri, Mani Padme Hum Mani. Om Mani Padme Hum Shri, Mani Padme Hum. Padme Hum Shri.
and on the backside. By this virtue may I swiftly accomplish the state of Chenrezig, and may all sentient beings without exception be placed in that very state. By this effort,
May all thinking be free of suffering. May the mind be filled with natural virtue. In this way, may all causes resulting in suffering be extinguished, and only the light of Shambhala. Announcements. Oh, yeah.
So I have a couple of announcements this morning. One we've already talked about a little bit, which is the Yumye retreat. We have a flyer that gives a few more details. It's happening Saturday, May 23rd through Monday, May 25th. I believe it starts on Saturday in the morning, and then it goes until Monday morning. Is that correct?
Yeah, Memorial Day weekend.
Memorial Day weekend. So, yes. Registration is $160 and sponsorship opportunities as well are available. So anyway, if you want to learn more, there's a QR code and you can go online and find out all the details of what the retreat is all about. But it's a purification, profound purification retreat. And so it's quite rigorous, I would say. So yeah, you want to know what the details are to see whether you're a good candidate for that. The other is an afternoon of Buddhist poetry, and that's happening on May 30th. It was scheduled earlier, but because of the weather, we had to change it. And this is a wonderful event that'll be happening at our koi ponds. And if you haven't been there before, you should go for a visit because they're very beautiful and a perfect place for poetry readings, which will be happening, from 4 to 6 p.m. that day. So that would be a lovely thing to invite friends to. It'll be really beautiful. And these are Sangha members will be reciting poetry for your pleasure. And I think it'll be quite a lovely event. And these are, some of them are quite old. I think some of them are from the first Buddhist nuns who wrote poetry.
Is that a ticketed event or not?
RSVP suggested, but it doesn't cost anything.
Okay,
Thank you. So thank you all for coming. If this is your first time here, please enjoy the grounds. Check out the koi ponds, which are absolutely beautiful. And they're in that direction. You'll go through the red arches and you'll find them. And
Baskets.
yeah, I'm getting to that. And it's traditional to make an offering when you hear a Dharma teaching. And so we have baskets at the door. Ask you to, your generosity is most appreciated. We also will have a few refreshments available for you today if you stay a little bit later. And right now, maybe Khenpo will even join us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will.
Talk to Khenpo directly. So thank you all for coming. Okay.
Yeah, thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Kimberly.
Last. Maybe Noring made tea? Chai? No chai?
In the other room.
I'm not sure about chai.
I'm just kidding. Chai. No chai? No tea?
There is.
Okay. Just kidding. I'm just kidding. Okay. Enjoy Sunday.
Tea, chocolate. Really bad chocolate.
Oh yeah. No lots. Enjoy the tea, okay? Maybe you too, Anila. You met Anila? Okay.
Yeah.
After we enjoy tea, then you can come, okay?
Okay.
We can meet. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Thank you, Kimberly.
Thank you.